Hello. Welcome to Verbling. Hello. I am teacher Oakley. And in today's class, we will be looking at the phenomenon of being right-brained or left-brained. Are you right-brained? Do you use the right part of your brain? Or are you left-brained? Do you use the left part of your brain? Basically, different personality traits can, our left brain and our right brain do different things. One side of our brain is more analytical, dealing with mathematics and logic, and the other part of our brain is more artistic, creative, spontaneous. So, come join me today, join the class. Hi, Mario. Come join the class, join me, and we'll try to figure out if you're left-brained, right-brained, or perhaps no-brained. In any case, actually this class might be interesting because it might give you some insight about how to learn things like English. If you're a predominantly right-brained person, you might need to visualize pictures in your head so that you can remember things like vocabulary, or even memorize a situation so you know what verb tense to use. If you're more left-brained, you'd probably be better off studying the actual words. You're a person who could probably actually study the dictionary and be able to retain information. So I'll be asking the questions, some questions to kind of figure out if you're left-brained or right-brained. I'll be asking you preference questions. Which do you prefer, this or that? And your students will then tell me which they prefer and why. Hi, Jarno. Yes, I'm all right. I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me. I'm singing a Footloose song. Somebody should probably shoot me. Okay. Anyway, thanks for asking, Jarno. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Happy to hear that. Thank you for joining me today. Jarno, do you think you're left-brained or right-brained?
No brain, I guess, sometimes. But I'm a visual learner. I remember faces, pictures. And
Okay. Yes, very good. Okay. All right. Andrew, how are you today?
Hello, I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Glad to hear it.
How's your life going?
Good. This is my last class of the day. Hooray! Yeah, I'm going to be kicking back here in a little bit. I'm excited to relax. It's been a busy week, so I'm kind of happy right now.
I see.
How about you, Andrew? Are you left-brained or right-brained?
I think I'm right-brained because I hate drawing and I can't draw, you know.
Okay. Well, I think that's the other way around. Left brain, right brain. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm no-brained. All right. Well, we'll figure it out as we go along. Hey, Nakmal, again.
Hi, Oakley. How are you?
Are you getting sick of me today? You've been in every class with me today. Okay. Well, good to have you back again. Good to have you here. What do you think? Do you think you're left-brained or right-brained? Are you more analytical or more artistic and creative?
Both.
What do you think? Both. I was waiting for somebody to say that. Well, thank you. Good. Because as I was preparing for this class, I was waiting for someone to say this so I could share that. as I was preparing for this class, I took 3 or 4, I think 4 online tests. There are many, many online tests to determine if you're left-brained or right-brained, and actually also to suggest learning methodology. If you might want to try to learn things or remember things in different ways if you're left-brained or right-brained. So I was interested in this topic, obviously, doing a little research for the class, and I extremely consistently, I took 4 tests. They all ended up with exactly the same percentage points, and I was slightly right-brained, but very close to 50-50. Yay, go Oakley's brain. Hooray. Which is interesting because if you're right-handed or left-handed, sometimes people, I don't know, maybe this is actually just an old wives' tale, urban myth, whatever.
A rule, actually.
That if you're left-handed, that you're right-brained, or opposite, left-brained, right-handed. You've heard that before, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I am definitely right-handed, but when I played soccer in high school, I played left, on the left side of the field, left wing or left inside, because I was ambidextrous with my feet. I don't know, equal, same for me. Kick left, kick right, it's the same. I don't know, it's very strange. I'm bizarre. I'm not wired right.
So you are a good soccer player then?
No. I would like to, I would really like to think that I was, but would only be lying to myself. No, not really that good. I wish. Okay, let me say hi to some more people. Thao. Is it Thao or Tao? Tao? I can't hear your microphone. Yeah, you might be muted up in the, if you look up in the top here, up in the toolbar up in the top, there's a little picture of a microphone. If it's red and has a cross through it, you might be muted. So you can click that. Or you might have your microphone plugged into the wrong place. I don't know. But I can't hear you. Tao. And I also cannot read lips. Tao, please fix your microphone so we can talk with you. Okay? Try to fix it, and I'll talk to some other people, and we'll get back to you. Ensar, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Oakley.
Very good. Oakley. That's right. Good.
How are you too?
Hey, you know what? I'm good. And many small children, because they cannot pronounce my name, they call me Ugly.
Ugly?
Yeah, little kids, I have been called Ugly many times. Well, that's okay. You're a lot closer. Yeah, okay. You're closer, Ansar. So I appreciate that.
No problem. I'm sorry about that.
Not a problem. Yeah, Oakley. Ansar, do you think that you are right-brained? Right-brained, more like pictures, spontaneous, left-brained, more analytical, logical? Do you think you're left-brained or right-brained?
Actually, I think so. I use just right brain.
Just right brain? Only?
Just right brain. Right brain.
Okay. Well, why? Why do you say so?
Why? Because I like make a picture, and I like capture, and when I study software or a different lesson, and I find like a picture or article design, and I can understand so much with this picture, and again and again like this.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. Would you be good at moving furniture? For example, you're moving furniture like a bed or a couch or a desk from one room to another, where you have to turn it and twist it and move it. Are you good at that?
I can change moving just my library and table, just this.
Yeah, but I mean like moving down the stairs or moving into another room. Because that takes a high degree of spatial intelligence.
I can't just I move another wall in my room, just this, not different room.
Okay, because that takes a high degree of spatial thinking, three-dimensional thinking, and how to move things. For me, it's very, very difficult. It's not impossible. I'm really stupid at that kind of task. You guys know the game Tetris? With a Tetris, it has the shapes that come down, and you turn it.
Yes, very popular game.
Yeah, really popular game. Well, I suck at that game. I am so bad. I don't make it past level 1. So you can teach me? Oh, good luck. Yeah, I'm really bad at that game. So that tells me
Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube. Oh, yeah, okay. I've been working on this for about 3 years. It's not going well. Not well at all. I'm confused. Yeah, not good. Yeah, so there you go. Thank you for bringing that up so I could humiliate myself further. Yeah, I'm not good at Rubik's Cube. Are you good at Rubik's Cube, Nakma?
But I mean, I can't really do it fast. It takes time.
But you can actually do it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. I salute you, sir. I honor you. I cannot do it. It's just impossible for me. Okay, Igor. Igor's back. Hi, Igor. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. So, do you think you're left-brained or right-brained?
What is the main difference between a left-brained man and?
Well, we're gonna explore that. Yeah, you can Google it. True. We're gonna explore that, and I'm gonna ask related questions.
Don't be very smart. Don't be very smart, Nukmal. You like left-brained and right-brained in one.
I'm behind-brained. I don't know. Left-brained. Well, okay. Well, let me ask you, Igor. Since you're there, let me try the first question. Do you remember people's names, or do you tend to remember faces?
Both of them. Automatically. If I see a person and he will say what is his name, maybe his telephone number, I can remember all of this. And this, if person is very really nice, so 150% I will remember.
Okay, well then the chances are, Igor, that you are both-brained. A person does not have to be completely left, completely right. Not necessary. As I was mentioning to the class when we started, I took numerous self-tests to test myself so I could talk about it somewhat intelligently. And very consistent scores. I came out slightly right-brained, like 52%, 48, but very much close to the middle. But in many things, I found that in different aspects, which we'll talk about, I was completely right-brained. For example, names and faces, I always remember faces. I never forget faces, but names I really struggle. So sometimes individual tasks we can really lean toward one side or the other. Lana's back. Hi, Lana.
Hi.
Hi. Lana, what do you think about yourself? Do you think you're a left-brained, analytical, mathematically minded person, or a right-brained, more artistic,
I
spontaneous?
think I left brain more logical.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Do you understand better what you hear or what you see?
What I see.
What you see? Okay. I'll remember that. In case my next class I do words vocabulary for crazy, I'll make sure I invite you to the class. Crazy. Okay, yeah. I will remember that. Very good. I'll work up some visual vocabulary lessons just for you. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
But if you understand how to say, for you it's easy to remember and visual and sound. What is that mean?
Yeah. Okay. Visual and sound tends to be more right-brained. Yeah, visual is more right-brained. For example, if you okay, let me ask another person a question. All right, hang on. I want to talk to somebody else. Let's see here. Hang on. Mohab. Hi, Mohab. Mohab, you there? Oh, silence. All right. Tao. Oh my god, here we go. Tao, this is my friend Tao the mime. Tao, I can't hear your microphone. Please fix your microphone. Fix your microphone. Can't hear you. Oh, delayed reaction. Hi, Mohab.
Hi, sir.
How are you today?
I'm good, sir. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Real good, actually. So, Mohab, we're talking about right-brained and left-brained, more analytical personality or thinker, or a more spontaneous, intuitive thinker. Actually, that's a good vocabulary word. Do you guys know that word, intuitive?
Yes.
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 Intuitive is when you can come up with an answer and you're not even, but you're still not sure how to explain it. Then you're probably feelings. Yes, like you feel something. You can come up with an answer to a problem, but you can't really explain it logically to somebody. So, what do you think?
Automatically, yeah.
Right.
You guys, what? Andrew, what did you say?
Intuitively, it means you do something automatically without thinking. Yeah?
Yeah, to some degree. Yeah, somewhat spontaneous. Okay, another word. Intuitive, a logical, step-by-step thinker. It's just totally two different ways to think. Some people say, and not me, and so Lana, Ty, Antonina, great name. I'll talk to you in a minute. Don't get mad at me, but some people say that men tend to be more analytical, step-by-step logical thinkers, and women tend to be more intuitive. In fact, we have the expression women's intuition, which some of you may have heard. When a woman automatically knows that you've been doing something wrong. We call that women's intuition. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, Mohab. Sorry,
Yes.
do you think you're more right-brained or left-brained? So do you think you're more analytical or more creative when you think?
I think that I'm more creative.
Okay. What kinds of creative things do you enjoy?
always to make plan for guys or for my classmate to if they had plan to go trip or something like that. Yes, I make for them the idea, the game.
Okay, creating ideas for what? Trips? Are you a travel consultant or travel agent or something? Okay. I'm slightly confused. What's new? Andrew, what about Sixth Sense? Andrew? I have no clue where that comes from. Nobody knows that. How could I know that? I don't know. Sixth Sense, like, okay, when you're talking about intuition, possibly that's deep right brain thinking. I don't know. I'm not really a scientist. I'm only pretending to be.
Yeah, but some people have more developed the sixth sense, and some of them even can predict the near future.
Ah, okay. And maybe that's just intuitive thinking or intuition, and they pick up on clues or ideas that the rest of us don't see. Sometimes, for example, Andrew, do you think you would make a good detective?
It's complicated. I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay. Well, a detective sometimes needs intuitive thinking, sometimes needs analytical thinking. Sometimes things like seeing small...
Sherlock Holmes, yeah.
Yeah, good example. Perfect example. Catching very small details, which is very right-brained, okay, is necessary to be a detective. And also, obviously, a detective would have to think quite logically as well. Kind of a two-brained thing. All right, I'm going to say hi to Antonina. Great name. Antonina, are you there?
Hi. Yes, I'm here.
Hi. Where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Okay. Very nice. Thanks for joining the class. Antonina, hopefully you've been listening to what we've been talking about. Do you think you're a right-brained person or a left-brained person?
Well, I am definitely more analytical than intuition person.
Okay.
And I must say that I wish I had more intuitive thinking, but sadly, I can only analyze things, and I can't understand right away what's happening.
Okay. Actually, as I said earlier, I was doing some research on this, and actually many of these websites I was visiting, which you may visit, if you're really truly interested, they actually go into in-depth analysis about left and right brain, and it actually teaches you that you can actually improve. If you're really, really left-brained, you can help try to teach yourself how to use your right brain thinking. So you
Really,
might,
this is very interesting.
Yeah, I found it very interesting as well. That's why I bring it to your attention. Yeah, it is interesting actually. Okay, let's whip through some more choices so we can understand left brain and right brain, and then I want to talk to different types of cognitive processing or different types of thinking. So, Antonina, do you understand people's exact words, or do you read body language? Do you read body language very well?
Well, no.
No.
Well, if someone makes a disgusted face, then I can see that someone is well, they're disgusted. But most of the time I have no clue. Especially it's very confusing because people tend to lie a lot. They can say one thing like, oh no, it's okay, and think the exact opposite, and I can't understand what they mean. And sometimes they get upset, how can I not understand them if they say one thing and mean another? And I just can't.
I'm shocked. People lie a lot?
Yes.
I had no... Can you read my body language?
Yes, I can tell that you're shocked.
Okay, good. All right, well, that goes right along with what you're saying, because people who read body language well are predominantly right-brained. People who concentrate on the words spoken are mostly left-brained. And sorry, let me ask you another question. If you're taking a test, Ensar, would you rather take a multiple choice question test or a long answer essay test?
I didn't understand nothing.
Okay. Test taking. All right. Two different types of tests. One is called multiple choice questions. All right. So which is the correct answer? You pick A, B, C, or D. That's a multiple choice question test. In a long answer question, you have to write out your answer, your opinion, your reasons, examples. Which kind of a test do you prefer?
Right.
Writing? A long answer test. Okay. All right. Why?
Why? I will be comfortable, maybe. I don't know.
Just more comfortable. Not sure why, but more comfortable. That's such a right-brained answer. It's a very right-brained answer, which is what you said in the beginning of the class. I think you know yourself well. You don't even know why, but he knows the answer. Whoa, very intuitive.
But if you like tests where present both of questions, so where you should write something and select something.
Yeah, I become mixed. I become more and more convinced that Igor is both-brained, equal left-right-brained. Everything you say points to that. That means that you're probably both, and maybe neither your left or right is predominant, actually. And everything you say leads me to conclude that you probably are very well-balanced brain-wise, Igor. Which is good.
And when I analyze, when I speak with someone, so I see and body language and what he talk all overall.
Yeah.
I see.
I think you are definitely balanced. Balanced in your brain, buddy. Good for you. I mean, me too. Me too, pretty much. Gary, Abdo, are you there? Okay, Abdo, get your microphone working there, buddy, so I can talk to you. I haven't seen you in a while. Jarno, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Jarno, how do you feel about metaphors? Metaphor, simile. Do you use a lot of metaphor or rarely? Analogy, things like that.
It depends on situations. If I'm at work and I have to explain things to my mates, I normally use metaphors so that people would have a different kind of perspective about things. So I use them purposely.
Okay.
But normally when I speak, I don't use them a lot. So.
Interesting. Okay, when it's important to actually illustrate or give an explanation or examples, you do use metaphor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. And I personally think effective. I love to use metaphor myself. Use metaphor all the time.
Yeah.
Can't help myself. really.
But I think the reason is why I use them. You know, when I start explaining things, and then I don't find right words to use or describe.
Mm-hmm.
So my mind figures it out as a metaphor, and then I just say it as a metaphor.
Okay.
It can be like a new metaphor, never used,
right?
Or then it's gonna be kind of my broken heart, for example, like, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then you are truly thinking. You're analyzing in a much more right-brained way. If a person who uses a lot of metaphors is more right-brained. Someone who never uses metaphor and speaks very concretely is much more left-brained. Okay? So when it comes down to when you really need to do some concise thinking, you tend to rely on your right brain. That's what that's saying. You know, you can use either. You're fully capable, but when you feel pressured to think, you start to think in metaphors. Very interesting, actually. And by the way, everyone, of course it's not bad to be left or right-brained. As long as you have a brain, that's all that's important. It doesn't matter. It's no judgment on anyone which side of their brain they use, or both, or whatever. As long as you're using your brain, that's all that matters. Okay, Lana. Lana, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Lana, do you prefer writing or drawing?
Writing.
Writing.
I can't draw.
Ah, okay. Well, very good. You earlier in the class felt that you were more left-brained or analytical, and that is exactly right. Writing is much more left-brained. Somebody who can draw is probably fairly right-brained. All right. Very good.
A question.
Yeah.
What if I do not like to write and to draw? Both of them I do not like.
Well, again, there you go again, Igor, falling right in the middle.
Middle-brained.
You're middle-brained. You have a corpus callosum. You know, your left and right brain are connected by a stem, right? So that stem is called your corpus callosum. When someone has a lobotomy, okay, they snip the corpus callosum. They completely separate the left and right brain. I think, Igor, that you are exactly the opposite. I think your brain, your corpus callosum is like a tree trunk. You just have a solid one brain. That's my opinion. And that's a compliment, by the way. You think you have an enormous corpus callosum. And Igor, please take that as a compliment, because that's how I meant it. Nukmal.
Hello, yeah?
Here's an interesting question. Nukmal, do you get distracted in noisy places? Can you study when there's music playing or the television is on? Or is it difficult?
It depends on my mood. If I feel like I'm a bit lazy, so I will study with my music on. If so it depends actually. But mostly I prefer to study in a silent room, right, like that.
Okay, this is an interesting one. People who don't like distractions are usually right-brained. I kind of would have thought this would be the opposite, but I don't know. I guess not. If you can concentrate in a noisy place or noisy environment, then you're probably left-brained. Interesting. So you're a little bit of both. Okay. Interesting. All right, Peter.
Hello.
Hi, Peter. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Super fantastic. Pretty good.
It's your last class today. Other day.
Ah, you heard that. Yeah, you caught that.
Yeah, well, I heard that. Yeah, I wasn't able to get into the class earlier.
Okay. Peter, let me ask you a question. Are you good at controlling your feelings? Or do you wear your feelings on your sleeve? Have you guys heard
No.
that?
Mm.
Where
I'm really good in controlling my feelings.
Okay.
Definitely.
Definitely, adamantly, he says. Okay, just to share with the class, if you wear your feelings on your sleeve, that means everybody can tell what you're thinking anytime. I always know if you're angry, upset, happy, satisfied. Very easy to read you. We say that when we're trying to think about a person's feelings. For example, I might say, I can't read Peter. I never know what he's thinking or feeling. He's impossible to read because he says he doesn't really show his feelings openly. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And so what does it mean? Am I right or left-brained in that case?
Well, if you're in very good control of your feelings, you're probably left-brained.
Oh, that's strange because I like to draw.
You
So
do
I
like
think
to draw.
I'm another one of these middle-brained people.
That's quite likely. Actually, as I said, I took numerous tests. I don't like to draw either. I don't like to draw at all. Music is a weird one because music. I did some research. Music is neither left nor right. The creative aspects are right-brained, but music, of course, is very mathematical, very much related to math and series and mathematical.
Does it maybe depend on what kind of music you're listening to?
Yes.
Perhaps
really?
if you
Very good.
like jazz, for example, you might be more right-brained, and if you like rock, very straight tunes, you might be more left-brained.
Yeah, right. 4-beat rhythm, yeah, okay, and downbeat. That's exactly right. You're exactly right. And actually, there was quite a bit of information about that, and exactly as you expressed. Very good. Nice. Nice.
So I'm definitely right-brained then. Because I hate rock, I like soul, jazz, and that stuff.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Okay, where did you took this information?
I can't tell you specifically. I was interested, so I just Googled it, and I went to like 5-6 different sites. Whatever. Some of the first things you Google, right-brained or left-brained. I Googled it, and I just hit like 5 or 6 sites. I don't honestly remember. Some were interesting because they were like art schools. Should you be going to art school? Are you a right-brained person? And another one was like Harvard. I don't know, different ones.
I think it's too divided. I think all people are both brained. Only one part of brain, maybe in some areas are dominant, in some areas are not dominant. So
I agree.
Two divided. You are left brain, no, you are right brain. So we have to divide some. This scientific this idea.
Yeah, and you know what? You're absolutely right. It is not that simple. And in some aspects, which we're going to look at here in just a minute, your brain may work in a left-brained way or a right-brained way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for different.
Too simple divided. Your left brain, or it's not. It's too complex. We cannot say.
You're absolutely right.
Some men want to show that he is very smart, and he divides this and all this.
Right.